Not a bad backdrop for my morning run, is it? Welcome to Trearddur Bay. Not bad indeed. I'm feeling it this morning. I haven't done anything for 3 weeks. Beautiful place to take a breather though, isn't it? I'm on my way back now anyway. Football related injury. So I did take a rest from this type of exercise and of course playing football, but now I'm back on track. Right, let's get back to the bungalow. Before I do though, one final look across the bay. You can see Snowdonia Eryri in the distance there. It's a beautiful clear day, very calm, nice sea. I should be fishing, shouldn't I? Well, I will be later. But before then, I've got my weekly chat with Jeff Pearson for Bayside Radio. The show goes on regardless. Now that looks like a nice place to take a breather as well. Not that I needed one on this occasion, but I thought, got to take advantage of this giant deck chair. I'm ready to go. Got my earplugs in, phone at the ready. I'm not sure this is going to work because the signal isn't very good at all. However, like anything else in life, you never know until you try, do you? Hello, Jeff, and of course to everyone else listening in as well today. As you said, my favourite hobby. I'm a man of many pastimes, but I think it's true to say that fishing sits there right at the very top. No, Jeff, I haven't actually been this morning. I usually do the morning sessions, but today will be a late afternoon stroke early evening one. I've been continuing on my small pools, fishing for tench and bream as well. They've been an unexpected species that's been turning up. Not that I'm complaining, been more than happy to catch some good quality bream from small venues as well. And as I've said on so many occasions, it's not just the size of the fish, but also the venue from which you catch it. So a £1 roach from some places might not be a spectacular fish at all, whereas from others, it might be a real specimen. So I think for all of us as anglers, whatever type of fishing we do, don't get carried away by thinking about just weights alone, but rather take into account the place that we're fishing as well. And now for some fishing. I've also been in the pool today as well with my granddaughter. We had a great time in there. We had the pool to ourselves. And I've also got the rocks to myself as well. It's raining. That'll curtail filming to some extent. Not that I mind the rain, not a problem to me at all. But of course, when you're on an iPhone, especially an iPhone 6, what I record on, it's quite an old one now. It doesn't respond very well to even damp on your thumb when you're pressing the record button, for example. But that's not an issue. I'll be back and it will be a wrasse. That's all I've caught so far this week. This is only session 3, mind you. Predominantly Ballan and just a few corkwing in with them. What about the other species? Will they put in an appearance this week? Hopefully, but most importantly, fish put in an appearance. Because when you're on holiday, like I am this week, fishing for just maybe an hour and a half, possibly 2 hours, so very short sessions, you just want to catch something, don't you? I've only just realised it's stopped raining. I think that tells you just how much it bothers me because it doesn't at all, obviously. That wrasse there was caught just a few feet from the edge of the rocks. You've got this vast ocean in front of me. Well, it's the Irish Sea, but you can't see anything at all beyond the horizon. So in that sense, it's the vast ocean. I've got all that water and yet the fish are right there, just not quite at my feet because I am on the rocks and it does slope down, but you get the point I'm making. You don't always have to cast great distances, especially in sea fishing, but all angling really. And as I speak, a few drops of the wet stuff coming down from the heavens. We were predicted possibly some thunder and lightning, and as I set off this evening, a few distant signs that that could have been the case. However, it's passed on, moved on, and maybe with the rain we're just getting the periphery of the storm, which suits me fine. I don't like fishing in thunderstorms, not that I'm scared of them at all, but that is definitely a safety issue because you're holding in your hand a 12-foot lightning conductor, and that's not a good idea, is it? Oh, that one came off. Watching the birds there, some turnstones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turnstones. 2 of them have landed there, and the other 6 are continuing to fly around the bay. Nice dip on the float there. Didn't sail away like they often do, but it is, well, easily the best fish of the session. Just the second one, of course. The initial one was quite a small fish. Let me unhook it, get set up, and I'll show you what I've caught. There it is for now anyway. Not much of a, well, a little bit of a clue there, but not much of a real image of the fish. With views across the bay there, this is the wrasse in question. I'm fishing an incoming tide. Still some time away though from high water. It's a very gentle lapping away as well, rather than the crashing of the waves that you get sometimes. This suits me, especially when you're float fishing, which is of course very visual indeed. And I've already on arrival had a few casts around the area where I am and worked out and realised it's watercraft really, isn't it? Whether you're a coarse game or sea fisherman, that they're a lot closer, as I've already stated, than you would think. Hence the 2 fish there, and one missed one into the bargain. Plus I've had a few nibbles. That's always a good sign. It means that there are fish right there just beneath me. And just as I said those words and switched off the recording, the float disappeared again, and another wrasse. Not very good, that one, is it? I'll show you this one in my hand because the light and the way that I've positioned the camera on this occasion. Great for the sunset behind me, but not necessarily to show off the fish. That's better. I've dropped right down to sea level now. See if I can get some better footage or different footage. And of course, when the sea is like it is now, you can do that. Even if you've got a moderate breeze, the waves coming in sometimes can be quite significant, and down here especially with the tide coming in just at my feet, you'd get washed all over to put it mildly. However, at the moment, perfect conditions. And let's see if I can pull something up from just a few feet in front of me there. This one's lively. As I was filming that fish, a wave came across my feet, so got quite wet there. Time to retreat back to the ledge. As King Canute proved all those years ago, you can't stop an incoming tide, can you? We'll get there in the end. Again, we'll get there in the end. Another nice wrasse. Some footage there of the fish being returned at the expense of very wet feet. Although it's lapping in, as I said earlier, nevertheless it is coming in, and I wanted to get right down to sea level to return it. But there's the footage anyway. My feet will dry out and that will remain forever on the video. I'm down to my last worm, so hopefully 2 more fish to come, because I'm able to break them into 2, put them on the hook, and if I don't get any nibbles but proper bites from proper fish, inverted commas, they're all proper, but I think there are a few smaller ones out there. Could be small wrasse, plus of course the mini species as well. I haven't caught any of those this week yet. I like the tom pot blennies. They're my favourite mini species, I think, although there's others as well that could certainly give them a run for the money, but we shall see. I'm watching that float, no sign yet of any fish, but the plan is to catch 2 more. One down, 1 to go. Might just need the forceps on that one. The hook is showing, but it's inside the mouth. A nice easy pluck there and it will come out. I managed to do it with my hand, just wiggled around slightly and it came out easily enough. And now for my last cast.